Welcome to Enterprise Services Client Briefing Centre. We're going to be exploring digital transformations for companies and what that really means, and the practical steps that can make that happen. It all sounds like very dense language, but what we're hoping to do today is to really explain to you and take you through the process that buzzword, digital transformation, really means.
So the drive to digital is essentially a powerful business transformation that is forcing companies and enterprises to reshape the fundamentals of their businesses, to extend, defend, create, and disintermediate their ecosystems, which in fact is impacted by three key forces. First of all, that is, the consumers are in charge and they define your next move. Secondly, asymmetric competition will be the norm. And thirdly, winners will maintain control while minimizing their asset base. Now, value will be created in each industry domain through, firstly, digital customer experience, digital business process transformation, business model innovation, and digital technology enablement. And this value is going to be measured purely through financial terms, essentially economic value added and the return on invested capital.
Tell us more about that asymmetric competition, it's something that I had to learn about getting to grips with the language that you guys use on a day-to-day basis when I agreed to do this show. This left field ball, this curve ball that comes in from where you really weren't expecting it. Give us more details on that.
Well, the sheer nature of technologies that are being spawned, these are actually they will transform the world as we know it. So competition is coming from unexpected sources and at unexpected times, right? So let's give some examples. So new generation enterprises such as Tesla, Uber, Airbnb, and so on and so forth, these companies have business models that are radically different or have been built upon transformation drivers with a very less asset base. So essentially what's happening is your traditional form of competition, which was structured, to a certain extent visible and predictable, is breaking up. Right? Now, let's talk a little bit about why is minimizing the assets important. Right? So from that perspective, what's happening is that asymmetric competitors that I just talked about. Now, first and foremost, what we have to understand is that digital transformation is all about maximizing the return on your invested capital. So these asymmetric competitors, what they're doing is they're actually trying to build platforms, which are also commonly known as hyperscale platforms. And these platforms are actually disrupting profitable customer-facing businesses. Now, in the past, what's been happening is that established companies rely a lot on physical infrastructure as existing barriers to entry. Now, in the digital world, physical assets can be virtualized, driving the marginal cost of production to almost zero.
So tell us why the customer being in charge makes such a difference when you say that.
The customer is already digital. Let's understand that very clearly. And when we say the customer is digital, essentially what's happening is customers' expectations are changing almost on a daily basis. It's a very dynamic thing, right? The way they shop, the way they buy, the way we all live our life today is very, very different because of digital technologies. Now, we have to understand one thing also. Not every company is going to become a Tesla or a Uber. There are established companies that are trying to reinvent themselves in certain processes and trying to incorporate innovation and digital transformation to the core of their business processes. So we have to understand that consumers are in charge and are defining your next move. However, not every company is trying to attract or respond to those changes in one way. They're all responding to them in different manners.
Bringing capabilities to the table, how do they really help clients transform digitally?
The capabilities that ES Digital brings to the table are essentially, you could broadly categorize them into three main focus areas. So we have advisory services, which are essentially design thinking capabilities, value design and realization, and enterprise agile architecture. Around technology-based solutions, we also have platform-based solutions and industrialized solution patterns. And then we also help our customers to build off-the-cuff bespoke transformation applications and solutions using our accelerated solution methodology and solution development approach, digital assurance, insight-based automation, and of course, digital design and integration. So these are three broad sets of capabilities that we bring to the table. And ES Digital essentially, we differentiate as a partner with experience on how to do digital integration, delivery, and operation using assets to jumpstart your digital transformation while optimizing your total cost of ownership.
So give us some examples then of those technology-based solutions that you were talking about.
We work with a large chemical manufacturer, and we minimized or we maintained their asset integrity system by implementing a digital twin, which improved quality, improved the visibility to their supply chain, and of course increased predictive maintenance in their physical assets. So that was one example of how we helped this customer. Another customer is, this is a large utilities company, and what they did is we talked about business model innovation, and they innovated by actually splitting the company into two. One focused on conventional power generation, and the other one started focusing more on the retail aspect, the deregulated market aspect of things. And we are working with both these entities to drive their digital agenda, to build superior digital customer experiences, and as well as building all the digital foundational elements from ground up.
Sudeep, Gautam, thank you very much indeed.